We are the atmosphere. We are the voice. We are the energy. We are the noise. We are the kingdom. We are the vibe. We are the 12th man at Arrowhead Drive.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 12th Man at Arrowhead Drive. I am your host, Kevin Britton. Today, we're going to be talking Chiefs offensive output expectations for this upcoming season. We'll be looking at wide receivers, running backs, tight end, of course, quarterback, and what my expected stat lines are for all of our main contributors on the offensive side of the ball. So we will do that for you guys right after this.
Welcome, Royals Empire. You now have an informative, interactive show made right here in Kansas City and made just for the Royals fans. Hosted by me, Sean Barr. Let me take you down the Royal way as you indulge yourself with some great Royals coverage along with coverage around the league. Plus a variety of fun segments. Might even learn a thing or two, even for the avid fan. Come join me. This is the Royal Way, only here on Stadium Drive Sports.
All right, guys. So let's go ahead and hop right into it here today. So we're going to be looking at our top 4 wide receivers on the roster, our top tight end, our 2 top running backs, and of course our quarterback, and breaking down what the expected stat lines are. Now, I think these are all very realistic numbers, numbers I truly expect them to hit, and they should be right around the ballpark of these numbers. Now, I know you guys will let me know in the comments down below if you're with me or if you think I'm way off base on any of these, so I appreciate you guys letting me know in advance. So let's go ahead and hop in and start off with wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. So my stat line expectation for Juju: 90 receptions, 850 yards, with 7 touchdowns. Now, I expect Juju to be operating in the intermediate part of the field, and I think he will lead our receiving core in receptions for the year. Again, specifically the receivers, I think he will lead across the board in all stats. Now, next up, our other new addition, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. I think he's going to be much more of just a deep threat through and through. I have him going for 40 catches, for 700 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Now, the next guy, he's our one returner coming back from previous seasons, and that is Mecole Hardman. So I think Hardman's he's gonna get some of those deep routes like MVS, but he's also going to get a lot of those short routes as well, those little bubble screens and quick hitters. I don't think he's going to work much in the intermediate part. I have Hardman going for 65 catches, 700 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And then the last receiver that we're looking at today is the rookie, Sky Moore. I think he's going to operate in a similar fashion to Juju. He's going to be more of the intermediate portions of the field. And I have Moore going for 50 catches, 600 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So that is our receiving core. But of course, we have other pass catchers as well. Obviously, Travis Kelce. So I have Kelce going for 95 catches, 1,150 yards, and 9 touchdowns. So as you can see, I have Kelce leading the way amongst all pass catchers with receptions, yards, and touchdowns. And then that moves us into our running back group, starting off with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Clyde, I think he's due for a kind of a mini breakout. I don't think it's going to be like some huge season, but compared to previous seasons, I would call this kind of a mini breakout. I have him going for 900 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. And then I have him catching 35 passes for 350 yards and 2 touchdowns. So again, kind of a mini breakout year for Clyde. And then Rojo, Ronald Jones, I have him going for 450 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. Not really going to try to speculate on receptions. He's not a huge receiving threat out of the backfield. He'll get some, so he's not going to be zeros, but hard for me to put a number on that one. And then, of course, all of that kind of all comes together to help create what Mahomes' stats would be. And I have Mahomes 430 completions on 650 attempts, 4,850 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. So I think if we're spreading the ball around, Mahomes has another good year. I think that these numbers, again, I think they're very realistic. But let me know below if there's any you agree with, any you completely disagree with as well. I'd love to know your guys' feedback. But I think these numbers from an offensive standpoint definitely get us to the AFC Championship game, and it can definitely push us into the Super Bowl as well. So I'm happy on the offensive side of the ball if we hit all of these numbers. And I will look into the defensive side of the ball in the future for you guys as well. And we'll look at what my expectations and stats are for some of the guys on the defensive side as well. But if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. We would appreciate that very much. It helps push this out to other Chiefs fans. And if you guys like the content, like the video. Let us know you guys enjoy what we're doing here at Stadium Drive Sports. I'll wait. Have you clicked thumbs up yet? Go ahead and click it. There we go. Thumbs up. Perfect. I appreciate you guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure as always, and I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time.